and welcome to day 2 of our Code Class curriculum tutorials. So if you watched day 1, you already know that if you're a student or a teacher or a mentor of Code Class, these videos are great for you. They are supposed to be able to help you either adapt it to your classroom, adapt our curriculum to your classroom, or to learn the material and learn better ways to teach coding. So our curriculum deals with Java, and so that's what I'm going to be teaching you today. In tutorial 1, we talked about background, fill, and pixels, and also rect, so which is rectangle. And so in day 2, we are going to be reviewing those things, which we do in the normal classroom, but also talking about ellipse. So the review is going to be pretty brief today because the main thing that we're going to be doing is reviewing what happens in the classroom. So welcome to day 2. This is the presentation that we showed the kids, so we then go to the agenda. So the agenda for today is to start with the screens down, review concepts from last time, learn ellipses on Khan Academy, add to basic concepts, and then begin a mini project. So just a quick review of pixels. Pixels are 400 wide and 400 down on the Khan Academy screen. So when creating a background, the main things you're going to need to review with the kids are that you need to spell it right, so background, and then you need one parenthesis, and it should automatically fill it in for you. If not, there are 3 things you need in there, the red, green, and the blue, with 2 parentheses on either side and a semicolon at the end. And then background must be the first thing in your code. And then when you're making a rectangle, you need to use the code rect, and then you need your X position, which is how far over on the screen it is, your Y position, which is how far down on the screen it is, your width and your height. And this is based on the top left-hand corner. So then you can use the example, rect, and then ask them to play around with that a little bit. But since this is the second day, they should already know this for the most part, so you can have them play around with that later. And then the last thing that we're going to review is fill. So when you add fill to your shapes, you need to remember that fill has to come before the shape that you want to pick, and that all you need to do when you're writing fill is just say F-I-L-L with 1 parenthesis. Okay, so the new thing that we're going to be learning today is making an ellipse, which is also a circle. So to make an ellipse or a circle, you need to use the code ellipse, and make sure that's spelled right because that's a hard one to spell for little kids. And then you need your X position, your Y position, your width, and your height. So similar to rectangle, except the X position and the Y position start at the center of the circle instead of the top left-hand corner, but that probably doesn't matter that much to the kids because they can move it around however they want. And so this code will create a circle with a certain position and size based on the variables. So we're just going to do a quick example code for that. But before we do, just so that they know how to get to their projects, you go to Khan Academy, you click on your profile, and then it takes you here. So then you can go to projects, and as you can see, I have lots of projects. Actually, not that many in this one, but you can access all the projects that you want to access. So I already made my day 2 programming, new program, but you can also just have the kids look up new program in the search menu. So, day 2, we're going to talk about ellipse. So, ellipse, and then you have your X position, so I'll make it 30 over, your Y position, let's make it 100, and we'll do 50 for the size. So as you can see, it creates a circle. And if you want to make an oval, you can change this to like 100. And so that's all that ellipse is. It's really pretty simple. If you want to move it over, you can just make that like 300. And if you want to move it down, you can just make this like 200. So again, pretty simple. Just all that is. And I would have them try out a couple of ellipses. Tell them that you can fill ellipses too. So if you go, hold on, let me refresh the page. So if you add a fill statement, you can make it fill. And remember, there's 1 parenthesis, it will fill the ellipse for you. You can use the color picker to choose whatever color you want. And that's all that ellipse is. So if you want to make it a circle, you make the width and the height the same. And yeah, that's it. So for the rest of the day, on day 2, you have them work on the mini project. So the mini project is a build a snowman. So remember to tell them that it's their project, don't really worry about the requirements that much, but they're there if they want it. and you can show them this example. So this example has some rectangles in it, it has some circles in it, it has some fills in it. So that's what I would have them incorporate into their code, and also a background. Make sure they're just covering all of the different things that they've learned so far, and really that's the most important thing for day 2. So day 2 is really a lot of free time. Have them explore what they learned last time, maybe have them explore some new things. So it's really pretty simple. And I hope that was helpful for day 2. Make sure to watch day 3. There's a lot of new material that we cover in day 3, and the kids aren't supposed to soak it all in, but we will introduce the reference sheet for day 3.